What's up, Divine Masculine Collective? Thank you for joining me for this month's energy reading. My name is Keita. If you're first time joining me, and if you are a returning viewer, welcome. I should have brought some water in here because I am thirsty. My throat dry. Oh, I got some cranberry juice, cranberry and pineapple juice I had mixed up. Hold on, y'all. Ain't shit in there but froth. Anywho, thank y'all for joining me for the Divine Masculine Energy reading. I'm going to be sharing with you guys some of the downloads that I've had about the Divine Masculine energy and the journey up to this point. I am going to pull some cards for this reading. I've been having a lot of song downloads, like old school jams too. Lots of R&B. I don't know if I put any of it in my notes, but I'm pretty sure I got the lyrics in my phone. Many of you may find yourself aligning with a new beginning, as I just saw 111, and that is what that angel number means. You may be seeing 111 a lot and been wondering what that means. That's what it means. Being open to and aligning yourself, your energy, your frequency, your vibration with a new beginning in your life. But for one, you guys are being led by way of your circumstance to break the monotony, like to stop doing things as you usually do them, and to allow yourself to open to wonderment. Or like Alice in Wonderland, go down the rabbit hole and explore. Allow your curiosity to lead you, but not only like externally, but within, like an internal journey about yourself, observing how you show up to situations, how you respond to things, and assessing like, damn, have I always responded like that? This is what I've been doing. It's like you able to see your behaviors and your responses and how you react to things in a new way. And I just saw 211, so you're very much mastering how you show up in relationships, especially partnerships, opposed to like groups where it's more than two people. So that's a thing. Your experiences are leading you to explore those things, but the divine has been very adamantly showing me, very vividly showing me clearly that the end is near. Like whatever tough cycle you've been going through, the end of that is near if you align yourself with where it is that you're being led on your journey in this new beginning, and dare to take whatever risk you're being led to take. But if you don't, you might want to watch the 1010 portal reading, because those of you who choose not to evolve, to grow, resisting your growth, you are going to repeat some kind of painful karmic cycle. It's like the divine saying, okay, listen, I yelled at you to get your attention. I allowed this storm in your life, some upheaval, something to come shake shit up a bit, and you still reverted to your comfort zone. You refuse to get out of your comfort zone. So now I'm about to have to turn the volume up in this bitch and get louder. And I see very clearly where that is going to take place for some of you who are resisting evolution, who are resisting change, who are resisting growth in some area of your life. So don't say that you ain't been warned. Storm warning coming through. Like, hey, get your shit together, because this next chapter, this next cycle, you think this last one wasn't fun. It's gonna be a doozy. But you're at a choice point. You're at a crossroad. And so if you don't ever believe shit else I say, believe me when I say now is the time to tighten up and get in alignment with your higher self and where you're being led and what you're being led to do. And if you're not clear on what that is, you're confused, That's what I'm here for. So you can email me at turquoisemajesty@gmail.com. You hit me up at my Etsy store to book a online reading, or email me for an in-person reading. But yeah, the end of a tough cycle approaches should you accept it and the opportunity and walk through the door that's being presented for you. You're needing to let your passions and your curiosity lead you out of the bondage that your habits and your societal conditioning created. For some of you, some of this shit was passed down to you generationally. I just left my very first chakra talk class at Memphis Rocks. Had a beautiful time. Shout out to everybody who came out to connect with me tonight. And we talked about how a lot of our trauma and our patterns are inherited by way of generational curses or patterns, trauma. But we don't just inherit trauma. We also inherit gifts from our ancestors as well. And so we're needing to create space for those gifts to flourish and be nurtured and nourished and be shared with the collective. But we have to do the healing work first. And so that is important, that we realize that a lot of the bondage that we've been in, we take accountability for how and where it showed up and take our power back. Know that we're not victims in these situations. We still have, even if we inherited, the power to transmute that shit and heal it. So that's something to consider as we're moving forward and as we are applying knowledge and wisdom that we're gaining to what's going on in our day-to-day experiences. Also, the same way that money is energetic currency, your energy is currency. What you give your time, your attention, and your energy to. And so there's this saying, scared money don't make no money. And that saying is basically, if you have fear of doing something, investing in something, then, your chances of multiplying that energy or getting a good return on investment is minimal. You have to be willing to take a risk. What are you willing to risk along your journey? So that's something to consider as you guys are at a crossroads, at a choice point or turning point in your life. Also, I forgot how I came to, I was watching an old reading of mine. It's The Garden and the Gardener, and I was talking about knowing the difference between real flowers and fake flowers. And one thing that came to me is that it's not enough to just sit back and admire a garden and to reap the benefit and the fruit of somebody else's labor and hard work. You can't just sit back and admire how fertile and moist and rich the soil is. You got to put in work. You got to roll your sleeves up. You got to till that soil. You got to plant them seeds. You got to water that seed. You got to make sure it's getting enough sunlight. You know what I'm saying? You got to pull the weeds. Like, it's work in order to get to the point that you're able to enjoy the fruits. And so that is something to be mindful of, as well as many of us are being called out of complacency and monotony, and or being busy doing work, but investing your time and energy in things of, I'm not gonna say lesser value, but it's like God is leading a lot of masculines to reprioritize. And so where you're putting a lot of your time and energy by way of what you used to doing is not the most beneficial at this point on your journey. And so just being mindful of where you're investing, where you may be taking a lazy approach to things, where you may be procrastinating and making excuses for not doing the work, whatever the work looks like for you in your individual situation. Also, inner child wounds, inner child healing. A lot of that is coming to the surface for divine masculines in the collective at this time. And it's coming up because you're being led to feel it so that you can heal it. As long as you were numbing it, you were able to ignore it when it would come up and move forward and you was doing a lot of coping and slapping a band-aid on it and not actually doing the real healing work and getting down in them trenches and snatching that shit up at the roots. If you don't snatch it up at the root, it's just gonna continue to grow like a weed. And so we needed to be mindful of that as well, where we pay attention to what things trigger our inner child wounding and how we show up in response to those triggers. Also learning the difference between, I know you're like, damn, it's a lot of different shit, but when you think about it, it all go together. It's all conducive to your healing. Learning the difference between attachments and connections. For many of us, we're being led to, and I mean, when we talking about divine masculine energy, I'm not just talking about men. I'm talking about women as well, as we are working to integrate our masculine and feminine energy. But we needed to be mindful of attachments opposed to connections, because attachments will drain you of your energy. You know what I'm saying? Or they're going to distort your original makeup in some way. But a connection is going to feed you, and you're going to feed it. There's an equal exchange when there is a connection. It's like the saying, iron sharpens iron. It makes you stronger. It makes you sharper when you connect with someone. But when it's an attachment, that's like the way a mosquito attaches itself to you. A parasite attaches itself to you, and it drains you of your life force energy. It drains you of your creativity. It drains you of your vitality. And so we're needing to be mindful of what things and what people and what ways that we show up that are either attachments or connections. And we need to be mindful of fostering more connections in our lives and doing our part to foster and nurture those connections as well. And then, let's see what else I put in my notes. Some of the song lyrics. So, we're fresh out of September at this point. And if I'm not mistaken, September was Suicide Prevention Month. And so there's been lots of talk about suicide and depression and preventing suicide. And the song Tired of Being Alone by Al Green, I was channeling the lyrics to it one day, because some of you, now that you no longer see as much value in material things and life is leading you in a different direction, your values have changed, you're experiencing loneliness. And it's to the point where you can't deny it. And so it's leading you to define what it is that you do value, and also what you're willing to do to continue to enjoy and show appreciation for what it is that you value. So I'm going to pull up the words to the song, and we're going to see what message is coming forward from that. I might have already pulled it up. Yep, did. And did. I'm so tired of being alone. I'm so tired of holding my own. Won't you help me, girl, just as soon as you can? People say that I found a way to make you say that you love me. Hey, baby, you didn't go for that. It's a natural fact that I want to come back. Show me where it's at. I guess you know that I love you so, even though you don't want me no more. Hey, I'm crying tears all through the years. I'll tell you like it is, honey. Please love me if you will. This sounds like somebody that took somebody for granted. um, and it's tired of being alone because they done been left. Now that they took someone for granted, they didn't take um, advantage of, care of the opportunity when they had it. Now they value it, but they don't have the opportunity anymore. He's saying, sometimes I wonder if you love me like you say you do. You see, baby, I've been thinking about it. I've been wanting to get next to you. So that's a classic. I know everybody done heard that song. I'm so tired of being alone. I'm so tired of holding my own. Won't you help me, girl, just as soon as you can? People say that I found a way to make you say that you love me. I love Al Green. So this might not resonate with everybody, but what it brings up is, do not take for granted that which you have in your midst, to enjoy the opportunity to honor and appreciate, because you will find yourself lonely and without the opportunity and begging for another chance, crying and moaning like Al Green doing. And it don't have to get to that point. I guess for some people it do. Like, you have to have the lack in order to appreciate the abundance, but it doesn't have to be that way. And so that's something to be mindful of. Another song is Two Occasions by Babyface. Now you got to be of Tired of Being Alone is older than this song, but you got to be of a particular age, I guess, to be familiar with either of these songs. I am seasoned, you know what I'm saying? So I'm in the 40 plus club, so I like to consider myself a seasoned woman. And of course, I am familiar with these songs, but mostly by way of my mama had dope ass taste in music. Let's see. Face. Two Occasions. I only think of you on 2 occasions. That's day and night. I go for broke if I could be with you. Only you can make it right. So it says, a summer love is beautiful, but it's not enough to satisfy emotions that are shared between us. A winter love is cozy, but I need so much more. It just intensifies my wants to have a love that endures. Because every time I close my eyes, I think of you. And no matter what the season nears, I still love you. With all my heart, I want to be with you wherever you are. I only think of you on 2 occasions. That's day and night. I go for broke if I could be with you. Only you can make it right. This is somebody who wants something long term through all 4 seasons, not just a summer fling or occasional situation. And they want to take a risk. My nigga said, I go for broke if I could be with you. Only you can make it right. Whatever I'm going through, you can make it better. And autumn love is special at this time of the year, but when the leaves are gone, does that love disappear? I never underestimate the new love of spring, but I am glad to say in my heart, I know my love's lasting. Because every time I close my eyes, I think of you. And no matter what the reason nears, I still love you. Okay, so that's the hook. That's all the words. It just keeps going back to the hook. But yeah, this is a love that endures. It's something that has stood the test of time. Over time, it has not faded, even though the seasons have brought different conditions. So that's something to consider and may resonate with some of you. I ain't gonna lie, most of this reading is probably gonna be songs, because I got a few more. Let's see. And they be hitting me like out of nowhere. I ain't even listening to no music, and a song will come to mind. One of them is Eric Benet. I wanna be loved. Y'all is really in y'all feelings. This one goes, I wanna be loved, faithful and true. I wanna be loved. Some. Love once left me cold and gray. I had almost reached heaven just to feel it slip away. But life's too short to waste away, being scared to take chances, another risk. Or so I've heard wise men say. This is somebody who's been hurt, but still daring to love again. I want to be loved, faithful and true. I want to be loved 10 million lifetimes with you. I want to be loved, and after all I've been through, I'll let my heart take its chances just to be loved by you. This is possibly a connection where these people have loved each other in some capacity in another lifetime, and this person's like, shit, if I come back after this lifetime, I want to be with you then too. Taste, touch, hear, see, feel me now, girl. That's Tantra. Having that full sensual, sensory experience with one another. And you'll know I'm so ready to exchange lifelong vows. Yes, I am. Because now you've shown me how God has smiled on this chance and this moment. For this I've prayed all my life. Now, judging by the energies that came out at the beginning of the reading, where I'm talking about being mindful of connections and attachments and needing to put in the work and be intentional and all of that. And then these words, like, this is somebody who knows, who wants to take a risk, who knows what's being presented to them, but still not doing the work. Let's see. Knowing that God's hand is all in this situation. Like, God provided this opportunity. Knowing that having someone in their life is a blessing. Seeing the value in it. Just saw 2222. Like, this is your person. This is your dream person. Or your dream opportunity. Or whatever. But not seizing the moment. Not stepping up to the plate, so to speak. Okay. I think that was actually it. So they want to be loved by, or y'all want to be loved by somebody, or they want to be loved by you. What else we got? Here go another "Don't Leave Me, Please, Baby, 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 Please" song. What y'all done did? 1, 2, 3. After the hoping and the praying and the wishing, girl, you're right here in my face. Another answered prayer. The girl of y'all dreams. I never been the one to bite my tongue, but I have not one word to say. I told you, this person feeling all this shit and ain't doing or saying nothing. This is crazy. I'm mesmerized by your sexy eyes and your soft and lovely skin. I want this fiasco to end, so baby, we can start all over again. This is somebody who realizes this has been complete chaos. It's been a complete bumblefuck. Can we just start over? I just want a fresh start. I just want to put forth the effort and show you that I'm not that person, or I'm not that person anymore. I just want to do over, right? I want to be able to love you. I want to be able, and let me be the one to please you. As sure as the sun shines over the earth, you're one of God's most precious works. See, I'm a man and we make mistakes, but please don't take your love away. Mama said, don't put your hands in the cookie jar. She said, son, have control. She said, everything that's sweet and good for you, no, that's what she said. And everything that glitters ain't gold. See, somebody's coming to realize that a lot of the materialistic, surface level, superficial shit lacks in comparison in terms of value and staying power as it compares to this relationship. The shit don't compare. He's being able to tell the difference between the real and the fake. We keep coming back to that because we're meant to operate in truth and integrity. Why? Because we're light workers. We're beings who operate from higher consciousness, and we got shit to do. We have missions, and so we can't continue to operate in the matrix and under the illusion of the matrix. It is our responsibility as conscious beings. I don't really like the term chosen because I feel like so many people just have they trade in their worldly ego for a spiritual ego when it comes to this whole chosen shit. Like, we all got a part to play. We're all chosen to do something. I feel like we all are chosen, but few of us answer the call that we're chosen or called to do. Excuse me. And now that you're gone, I realize, yes, I do. I've lost my soul. Preach. And I don't want to pass the torch. Baby, can you give me one more chance? Able to do everything I didn't do before for you. I want to be able. Okay, that's the hook. See, girl, I know that I hurt you so with all of those girls that were in my world. Now, Stacy and Kim, damn all of them. Girl, I want to give you everything I can every day. I know you're tired of my games, tired of my lies. Baby, this time I promise it'll be all right. No longer will you be left astray. Baby, listen to the words I say. This boy naming motherfuckers. Fuck Stacy. Fuck Kim. Fuck Tamika and Keisha, Tawanda, Stacy and Shay. Fuck them. I'm all about you, boo. You know what I'm saying? He's saying he tired of playing games, and he realized where, as he was doing that, he was neglecting the person who means the most to him, who ended up being still there when everybody else was gone. You know what I'm saying? So this is someone taking acknowledgement, accountability, and making a vow. I don't know what the hell y'all got going on in terms of all this here. Please, baby, please. But I hope she take you back. I'm gonna pull some cards to see what message Spirit wants to bring forth. Y'all, that probably wasn't even half the songs, but I'm not about to spend the whole reading going through these lyrics. I think that was enough. Y'all get the point. These cards are reflective of what came out in the fucking song lyrics that I channeled. You got anxiety, represented by the number 18, which breaks down to a 9. This anxiety may have been triggered by something that happened on or around the 9-9 portal. As 18 breaks down to a 9, and that energy is about closing out cycles. And this is something that has many of you divine masculines shaking in your fucking boots. You are scared to walk through that threshold to a new beginning. And the new beginning that you're meant to, you are being called to move toward, is one that is very much divinely led, and it is coming by way of a third eye awakening. That is what y'all are experiencing. A spiritual awakening. You're seeing beyond the veil. You getting signs and synchronicities. Shit is happening seemingly like miraculously. Shit that you can't question. You have no way, or it don't make no sense to question whether or not it was the divine orchestrating it. That's a third eye awakening. That is an intuitive awakening, and this is a spiritual connection. So it's causing some anxiety. If you've been watching the channel, you know how I feel about anxiety and depression. The way I look at it is anxiety is when you're too focused on the present, and depression is when you're too focused on the past. And the antidote for that is to just be present, to just enjoy the moment. Just take shit moment by moment and day by day. Move through the fear by just being present and attentive and investing in the moment. Quit worrying about what happened 15 years ago and start worrying about what's gonna happen 15 minutes to 15 months to 15 years later, and just be present and enjoy the moment. At the top of the deck, where the hell I put the deck? Oh, at the top of the deck is storm warning. Did I not tell y'all? If y'all don't answer this calling on your life, whatever it is, be it a relationship or your creative gifts are calling you to step out and be bold about sharing your gifts and your talents or doing something new, whatever it is, storm warning. I cannot make this shit up. And it's represented by the number 10. And we about to have this 10-10 portal. Like, come on. I don't know how loud I can say this. It's not funny. You know what I'm saying? I'm just in a great mood. But it's actually not funny. I hate to see y'all go through some turmoil and some chaos just to get you to do some shit you been knew you was supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? Just to get you to say yes to some shit you keep saying no to that you been known you supposed to say yes to. And so I pray that you guys take heed, because I hate to see you suffering for the sake of getting your shit together. But this is storm warning. For some of you, it won't be something bad. It won't be chaos and confusion, but it's going to be sudden change. And it's going to be very catalytic change that's going to come through and really change your life. And it is leading you through. I told you about being at that door and taking the opportunity. The door to spirit. For many of you, you're having not a crisis of faith, but you're going through a spiritual awakening, and you're afraid to you're not afraid to resist it. You're resisting it. You're afraid to surrender to it. And where your spiritual journey is leading you is to heights, places, thoughts, questions, ideas that are foreign to a lot of the people in your 3D reality, in your surroundings. Your curiosity is leading you to question things that you once stood firm on. And for some of you, this relationship that you baby pleasing about is tied to this door to spirit, this spiritual awakening. That's because God is orchestrating the details of your life where you thought you was in control, where your ego had you feeling like you got that shit all mapped out, and what you ain't got mapped out, you gonna figure it out. And God like, no, I done already picked the house. I done picked out the bedrooms, how many garages in that hole. I done picked out who gonna come cut the grass, the address, like when they coming to get the trash. All this shit already mapped out for you. You just gotta put one foot in front of the other, and I'm gonna reveal the rest. But you so used to trying to do shit on your own that you're not trusting that the divine will provide for you. Tonight at the chakra talk session, we focused on the root chakra, and one of the functions of the root chakra is knowing, standing sure-footed and confident in the fact that we are provided for and protected at all times. All of our needs, we are safe, secure, and stable, even when it don't feel like. And coming from me, that's a lot. Because when it comes to the way my finances have shifted over the past few years, baby, I am a living testimony. It's gonna work out. It's gonna be fine. God will always put a ram in the bush for you. There's always somebody that'll show up for you when you don't feel like you can show up for yourself. But if you've been having showing up or not showing up, but if you've been showing up with toxic ass behavior that you was pleasing about, you ain't gonna have no connections to lean on. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna have no support. You ain't gonna have no tribe. You ain't gonna have, because you're burning bridges. And I'm not saying that you should never burn bridges. Some bridges need to be burnt. But judging by the energy that's been coming through in this reading, y'all might have burned a bridge that you never intended to. And that's okay, because now you just got to roll up your sleeves and rebuild that goddamn bridge. or build a boat. But whatever the case, I hope that this message found y'all well. If it did not find you well, I hope that it leaves you well. I think that was everything that I wanted to share with y'all. If not, shit, I'll just come back down here and do a part 2. But until next time, y'all. Oh, if you're into Tantra, me and my boo Libby, we're hosting a Sacred Harvest Tantra event for lovers. To be lovers does not mean that you have to be a couple. So just grab you a partner and come out and enjoy this sensual, intimate affair. And I think I posted information about it on the community board, but I'm gonna post it again soon. I dropped the cards, and the card that flipped over is action. Because there's some action that y'all are needing to take, and it's represented by the number 17, which breaks down to an 8, because your abundance depends on it. Abundance meaning you're good and plenty. You're more than enough. You're overflow. I'm going to leave y'all with that. So until next time, y'all. Peace.